Hey guys, so I just wanted to come up on here and give a mid to late year 2026 citrus update. So I'm going to start with the newest addition to the garden. This is the Satsuma Mandarin. I have two citrus trees I got at the same time, the Sumo and the Satsuma. This is a Sumo. And I'm noticing that it's growing a little bit slower. Has some new growth down here, but it looks largely the same size as when I first got it from the nursery, whereas this one has pretty much doubled. Excuse me. Has pretty much doubled in size. I'm also letting the weeds grow around it to see how that affects it in terms of the citrus screening. That's kind of like my whole thing, actually. Here I have a Cara orange, and although it might seem like it's covered in this vine, I think that the vine is actually reducing the stress from the full sun and also inducing it to grow more vigorously. And I say that because I noticed last year that the vine did the same thing to this tree, and it has grown very vigorously in the past year. And it has outgrown the vine, and especially when the dry season hits and the vine dies because it's too dry, the tree will be very happy. So hopefully, yeah, I'm seeing that happen. And over here the vine is not on this one, and you can see this one is more affected by full sun and by drought and stuff. And it does have some new growth right here. I think it's trying to like foliate a little bit, but I wouldn't say that this one is totally cured of citrus greening. This one I would say has more uniform greenness if you actually look at the leaves behind the vine, which it's kind of hard to on the phone. Here's some leaves that have stuck through the vine that look very green. And so anyway, obviously, you can judge how you want. I'll show what it looks like. You see, up in here. So it's probably like difficult to see though, because the camera is less able to pick up areas of shade and areas of light. But so then I want to talk about my seed grown citrus. So right here I have a Miko lemon from Frog Valley Tropical Fruit Farm, and this one is getting ready to do a new growth cycle. I can see it's got like small little ones coming out. And then up in here I have some brassicas. I'm trying to do a little fall garden. And then this one I just recently remembered. I think that's a Miko lemon. I forgot. I thought that one died, honestly. And then over in here I have two out this. So here's one. Over here I have this under the banana plant. So the idea is that like the banana plant grows up, roots dies, this overtakes it. And then over here, this one I just transplanted, so just kind of like a little sickly and unhappy, but I've been trying to keep it healthy. Citrus trees, they won't necessarily they won't necessarily die when they get drought stress. I've noticed they will they'll turn colors with their leaves, and their new growth may wilt a little bit, but it takes quite a bit of drought stress for them to actually die. Here's another citrus tree. This is kind of a failure right here. The vine's growing on it right now, and it's not growing through the vine, and it's really wobbly. Like, I'm not sure how good of a root set it has down here. This is the first citrus tree that I ever got, and I moved it probably close to 4 times. It's really not good to move your trees around and not really know where they're going. But yeah, like this one, I'm not sure. I mean, it seems like it's sturdy in the ground. Like I can't actually pull it out very easily with my hands, but yeah. And the leaves down here look pretty good. But it's kind of hard to really like tell with all these citrus trees in them. Here's another one. And this one is about to go on a new growth cycle. This is a grafted. I know it's hard to believe that it's grafted. It's not seed grown by the way that it looks like it's growing, but it really is. It's a grafted. I got it when it was really small, but it's a grafted navel orange. So I'm really excited. But yeah, I got it when it was really small, like the cocktail citrus stuff. Here I have some, I'm trying to get, so basically the plan is, the big picture plan here is to have watermelon be the vine in question on the trees when they're trying to grow. And so I have a couple things to note. Having a perennial vine likely causes the plant to lose some sort of light energy that it would be getting. But having an annual vine may cause the plant to, in its early stages, actually gain some growth. And so having watermelon, that's a annual vine. So also, so is this vine here. I forget what the name of this vine is, but like it's like heavily praised in like Jamaica and stuff. It has this fruit, you can eat it. I eat it all the time. You can eat it as long as it hasn't spoiled on the vine. Which there's enough here. Should be. Oh, look at this. Barbados cherry. So I actually proved my theory correct with this Barbados cherry tree. So as you can see, the vine is growing on here, but it has clearly outgrown the vine. And that's because, you know, naturally these perennial trees are going to be stronger than the vines. Like, so anyway, check out these orchids. 1 million native orchid project. I gave most of them to my clients and my grandparents. But my grandpa has so many butterfly orchids, I just kept the one I was gonna give to him. Yeah, check this one out. Look at that. Look at that root right there. It's so healthy. No water, no nothing, obviously. I got more. Like that one. This one is a Trichocentrum. It's a hybrid. I gotta keep the tags. Oh shoot! Damn it! Tag fell off on it. This one's a check. It's not the mule ear though. It's not the mule ear. It's not native. If anybody knows where to get Trichocentrum carthenogensis, not the mule ear orchid. Carthenogensis. It's like was basically like rumored to be here. It was like one scientist found it and analoged it. I'm looking for the tag to the Trichocentrum right now. If anybody knows where to get that, I think that's like one of the coolest Trichocentrums. And yeah. Anyway, so I have one more citrus tree, and this one is a prized possession. Okay. So I have it growing in probably, like, in my opinion, the most fertile area of my garden. excuse me, in my opinion, the most fertile area of my garden. And that's because I have this big tree here, and I believe that trees help bring up moisture from deeper into the soil and also store carbon into the soil. And moisture and carbon are the two things that plants really need to survive. And so that's what, in my opinion, creates fertile soil. And so in the most fertile place, this right here, it might not look like much right now. Maybe it's just a little seedling. Sorry, let me try to get it to focus. Maybe it's just a little seedling, but this is the last that I know of, because the other ones I had out in the front yard, and they were weed whacked by the landscapers. So this is the last River Bend heirloom cutie. Now I think it's not cutie, more so it's actually like a wild, it's a wild citrus variety that grows in the wild, and basically everywhere citrus grows in the wild. And I don't know the exact scientific name of it. Okay, maybe somebody does. There's a whole documentary on it. But I found it at Riverbend, and it's sweet compared to all of the other wild citrus. Okay, it's the highest quality wild citrus that I've come across, because most wild citrus that I've come across has been very sour oranges. And so, this one was it's not an orange, it's a mandarin. Sorry, it took me so long to muster that up, but I forgot what it was called. Mandarins. And it's not sweet compared to, like, human bred citrus, but it is sweet compared to wild citrus, and it has no citrus screening, and it produces fruit. Like, I would say that if every single citrus tree that we grew produced as much fruit as that citrus tree in Riverbend, then organic farmers would outcompete conventional farmers every single time. So that's just what I would say, though. Everybody can form their own opinion and do what they want. But yeah, so anyway, that's the end. This is a citrus update. This is a little citrus garden that's going on right now. I'm expecting fruit next year on at least this tree right here. Frick. Load. At least this tree right here. But if nothing happens, nothing happens. Like, I'm not worried about it. I do believe that something is going to happen, based off of scientific observations from other places where citrus is growing like this. But yeah, everybody have a blessed weekend. It's Saturday today. Yeah, have a good one. Bye-bye.